I bought the cheapest Alfa Romeo Giulia in the world after watching thousands of videos rebuilding cars from people like Matt Armstrong. I have never worked on a car before, and when I got there, the seller told me the car ran and drove, but it just has a low battery. Naively, I believed him and bought it. The rest of the car looked amazing, so I was delighted to give it a go. After pulling the car off with my digger, I had a look, and it looked outstanding. I couldn't wait to get started on this project. One of the things that struck me as odd though was that a lot of parts had been removed, and I did wonder, if it was so easy, why didn't they finish it? I started to have my doubts, so I got a new battery. Didn't want to spend a lot just in case it wouldn't work, and was I in for a shock. The lights came on in the car, but that's about it. I got out the multimeter and started to check some things, and I realized there was actually a biometric fuse that had blown, which made me think, how on earth did the dealer know that it was running? Clearly he didn't. So I bypassed the fuse and, well, I gave it a go. I put some fuel in and tried to start it, but I was still getting this fuel cutoff relay. I did some research and I think this cuts off the fuel in an accident, so time to get that fixed. For doing anything, so I have one of these ELM 27, I think. It's 4. I'm gonna turn it on. It's very noisy. That sounds like a fuel pump.
So it's just a loose battery?
Oh my god. Oh. Doesn't want to go into here, does it? Oh, can you hear that? Oh my god. Diesel pouring out. Look at that. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, man. Anyway, To be honest, I started panicking at this side. I was in over my head. I had to see the damage, but the jack wouldn't fit under the car and the tire was flat. I was not in a good way. So this project took a turn for the worse. Apart from leaking diesel, once I got it jacked up, I could see quite a big hole in the transmission. So with the damaged gearbox, I decided to look at what else was wrong with this car. I could see the wishbone and suspension components here were either cracked or had a little bend in it. It didn't look the worst, so I thought I could fix it. This, I heard, could be pulled out, the window could be replaced, and it didn't look too bad. The only place I could find spare parts was up in Carlow. It was the only broken Giulia in Ireland, so I loaded up the Jeep with as much bits as I could get. All these parts were free or nearly free. They came off a crashed Giulia, so they all needed work. I had 2 broken bumpers. I thought I might be able to put 2 of them together to make one. Well, you'll find out later. In addition to this, I got some seat belts, some airbags, and a headlight. I was almost set to make this work. Next, I gotta get a tire on. I bought the tire and the wheel on eBay. The garages around here, they won't actually fit tires for you, so I had to figure out how to do this. There were loads of videos on YouTube for this, so I got it done. I managed to lift the car up enough in my yard enough to see the damage, and frankly, I was shocked. This looked awful. I could see the insides of the gearbox, and whilst I didn't see any dents, I kind of hoped if I just got a service kit, I could make it work. But to be honest, I wasn't sure. The frame also took a huge hit here, and for a second I thought I could leave it on, but I decided to get a replacement. More items to order to help fix. But at least I could see and access these. The leak was a different kettle of fish, as I had to remove the under tray to see what was going on.
1, 2, 3.
Oh shit.
Where the f did that come from? Oh my gosh.
Turns out it was the fuel filter that was cracked, but I couldn't access it. I needed to drop the fuel tank. In order to do that, I needed to drop the prop shaft. In order to do that, I needed to drop the exhaust, and I just couldn't do it. There wasn't space and I didn't have the equipment. It wasn't looking good. I'm not sure what this means for the project. It's not easy going in and out, the limited access. I don't know what to do. This project is going on pause. Fix the suspension, just get on all four wheels so that if I do have to tow it, I'm very disappointed. Okay, so folks, several months have passed. As you can see, it is a glorious summer's day. The summer got warmer and I went at it with gusto. I managed to lower down the tank enough that I could pull off the fuel filter and put a new one on. Putting the tank back up was straightforward enough. Next, I moved on to the gearbox. Now, I was very worried about this, but I did manage to take it out to fit the new service kit and fill it back up. The mount, again, yeah, was straightforward. And the only thing left to do after all of this was to put all the under tray and trim back on. Everything seemed okay, so I filled it with oil and I had to give it a go. Thankfully, everything seemed to work. So I put everything back together and set about testing it on the stands. The wheels turned, the gears engaged. I felt like a mechanic. Took a chance. Yeah, seems to be running now. Hello, Rooney. You want to play the ball, do you? Alrighty, go. Yeah, it looks like I got really, really lucky. So next day I came back and, well, I wanted to get it on the ground, so I set about looking at the suspension components. These were actually pretty cheap and I had never worked on suspension. I've never worked on a car really before besides changing a few filters. But again, YouTube is brilliant, and within a couple of hours I had the broken suspension components off and the new suspension components put back on. It wasn't that bad a job. I did, however, wonder if the suspension was maybe damaged, and there was a little bit of a bend in the track rod end, which I wasn't sure was meant to be there. But I thought, let me go with it and put the wheel back on, see how we go. Now, this had been up on the air for about a year, so there was a bit of rust to clean off the pads. Very gingerly and crossing everything I could, I put it into gear and it jumped forward. A little bit clunky, maybe there was rust, but definitely moved. We tried reversing that move too. We were on a roll. It's been several months since I worked on this, so what I want to do is just pull this crease out a little bit. Now, I'll say it again, I have never worked on cars or did anything mechanical in a while, so I'm sure this is not the right way to do it. Did it get it done? Kinda. So mechanically it was working well. I was okay with that. Now we're getting to the aesthetics and I wasn't too sure. I had to sand, epoxy fill and sand again this tire to get ready for painting. I'd never painted a tire before, but again, YouTube instructions seemed good, and you know what? I was pretty happy with the outcome. It looked shiny. This wasn't the perfect match for my other tires, but it was close enough. Next, we moved on to the bumper. It was really hard to find parts for this car. I managed to find some in Europe for the bonnet and wing. I just couldn't find this bumper. So I had the two bumpers. I had nothing to lose. I thought, let me buy a plastic welding kit and see how they work. It was actually a lot easier than I thought. The biggest difficulty I had was getting the shape, because if you can see it in the bottom corner, it looks different to the bottom corner on my silver bumper. I did need to do a lot of filling, and it seemed to be the white bumper was about 1 centimeter taller, so there was a lot of work that had to be done on this. I had fun. It was an interesting way to do it, and look, if it's a free bumper, why not give it a go? I can always, once one becomes available, replace it in the future. Yes, there are some holes through it, but I had an idea. First of all, you gotta seal the back of all the joints you made so water can't get through. Then you have a relatively perfect bumper at which you can start to apply some body filler to it. Moving around to the front, you need to put a little hole to stop the crack from spreading. You need to grind out the crack, then you need to fill it with plastic, then you need to grind it again, then you need to sand it, then you put on the body filler, then you're ready to give it a prime. Now this wasn't a perfect finish, but again, it's a free bumper, so I think I was happy enough to go with it. I'd never painted before, so again, why not give it a go? There was a crazy amount of prep, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. The spray painting is complete. It's not a job I'm terribly happy with. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to keep it. You can see, it's just, the paint and the metallic silver was really difficult. It just highlights all the issues. So, whilst it's a pretty decent finish, I'm quite happy with it, how I did it. Next, I needed a new windscreen, and because this was such a new car with ADAS, I need to take it to them, which was kind of a 5-hour round trip with a borrowed trailer. It was hard to film in here, but I did actually have to take apart all of these seats to replace the seat belts at the back. The belt itself and the pyrometric had to be changed on back, and also these here at the front. It was pretty straightforward. The airbag had to be pulled out, and look at this dashboard now has an Alcantara finish. The silver stitching I think matches the car very well. Kind of matches the stitching on the Alfa Romeo seats. Okay, let's do a scan. Please, please, please. Oh no. No. The reason I changed this relay in the first place was the water pump, the auxiliary water pump, would not stop running. So I changed the relay, and I was driving along and it failed. Just when I looked at this, that cable was loose. See? It doesn't quite clip in. I think I might just add some tape onto that just to help hold it in place. Look at that. Excellent. Now we're gonna go for a little bit of leather conditioner because this has been sat out for 2 years. And if I start sitting in it, this is gonna crack. So let's just soften it up a bit.
I came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up here to perimeter. Defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine as a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fired on weapons.
It's still not the May West.
It feels amazing. It feels way better I could have imagined. Now, in terms of how it drives, oh my freaking god. I didn't think that a diesel could be so powerful. On the corners, oh my god, the handling is superb on this car. The steering is so light, and it's a real heavy car, so it grips the ground. When you put the foot down, it just... I didn't even think a diesel could kind of sound that good,
But it is just... It is beautiful.
It's amazing material, isn't it? Kind of suede-y. Oh, whoa, look at that view. Oh, yeah. This felt surreal. We thought we were buying a crash car, but was sold something far, far worse. This has been one hell of a journey. At times, we were ready to give up. It took months and months and months. I actually began to doubt that I could finish it. At our darkest points, we imagined this: driving a dream road in our dream car. The two of us taking on the impossible and succeeding. We could never afford a car as magnificent as this. We always dreamed to have something. There's only one way to do it. Pull out the toolbox, check out a few YouTube videos, and just get stuck in. And it just goes to show, if we can do it without any experience or equipment, then anybody can do it. Your car is out there waiting for you. Go find it. So if you liked the video so far, please do consider subscribing. I have no idea where this journey is going to take us, but it's been fun so far and I kind of want to go again.
Enjoy it?
Why, hello.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning.
Let's go.
Woo, baby!
Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor.